What's up, YouTube? James Biggie here, and my Unpopular Opinions video series has returned. However, because this series is about unpopular opinions, and I feel like I have many unpopular opinions, this video is going to be different. And that's because that asshole at the White House, I'm not even going to call him President Trump, just expressed the most unpopular opinion I feel that has been expressed in a long time, at least for somebody in the position of power that he is in. He posted on Twitter, of all places, that because of the complication of their medical expenses and whatever bullshit reasons he can come up with, people who are transgendered are no longer allowed to serve in the United States military. Well, that's fucking ridiculous, and it's an absurd thing to have to think that in 2017 this sort of thing is a concern. The don't ask, don't tell thing was eliminated a long time ago now, and I feel like there was progress made with people of different gender identity and different sexualities and stuff like that over the 8 years that President Obama was in office and beyond that. I feel like we've come a long way only to have this asshat in the White House take a shit on everything and push us back 2 steps. My personal policy is if you are an American citizen who is brave enough and open to serving in the United States military, to take your life and your time and dedicate it to the service of this country, it doesn't matter what your genitals look like or how you identify or who you have sex with. It's absolutely ridiculous that this is a qualifying measure in who can and cannot serve their country. I'm not brave enough or the sort of person who would sign up and serve in the military. And that is just because personally I just, A, physically, and B, mentally, I just don't have it in me. But there are a lot of people that do, and some of those people happen to be transgendered, and how the fuck are you going to deny them that right to do a good thing for the place that we all live in and we all share together as a home, where we're supposed to have freedom and choice, and you're taking that choice away from some people who are willing to sign up? Back in the 60s and 70s in Vietnam and stuff, there was a draft. You had to, by law, join up and go fight in a war at a time where a lot of people disagreed with the war that we were fighting. They forced people to do so. And now there seem to be plenty of people who are willing and ready to sign up and volunteer to do this sort of thing, and they're just going to turn people away. It's fucking ridiculous. Donald Trump, you're an asshole, and this isn't like a liberal versus conservative sort of thing. Anybody who uses the word libretard or whatever is at the most not intelligent, and or at the least not intelligent, and at the most just an asshole for no reason. It has nothing to do with liberal and conservative, or right wing and left wing, or anything like that. It's just people wanting to sign up to perform a duty for their country, and you're going to not let them based on something so trivial as to what they do with their junk. It's stupid, and I hope that the backlash from this is enough to get the train rolling on making some real change. If not immediately, another 3.5 years down the line or whatever it is. We can't keep doing this, right? We made so much progress, and I'm not like championing Obama and his change and whatever, but things improved and got better as a society during those 8 years. And now we're just working our way backwards, and it feels bad. So, that is not my unpopular opinion. That is Donald Trump's unpopular opinion. Fuck you, Donald Trump. You're doing the best you can via Twitter to divide this country and to make things difficult for people who are different than you. And it's absolutely absurd. And shame on you for that, dude. Like, I obviously am a nobody in Florida who happens to have a camera and is on YouTube. But, like, I feel a lot of folks agree with me when we say that the opinions you've expressed via Twitter are very unpopular. And I guess thank you for making this topic for this episode of Unpopular Opinions easy, because for once I do share the popular opinion, and if you want to serve your country and join the army, you shouldn't have to jump through hoops to do so, or be prohibited from doing so. So that's all I've got, guys. This is a very quick impromptu thing. I'm holding my camera on a tripod here, as you can see, so I feel like moving the stuff around in my living room to be able to film. So that's all I've got. Hopefully there's a repeal in this and things change, if not immediately, in another 3.5 years. But this is the sort of shit we have to deal with. All of you people who voted for Donald Trump out of spite or because he's different, or, and I'm going to get graphic here because I've heard this said, this is not from me, this is just regurgitating shit that I've heard. If you're one of those people who voted for Donald Trump because you're tired of, quote, that nigger in the White House or whatever, if you're one of those people, you can go fuck yourself too. Because it just, you put us in this position. And I very much feel like my party, my political party, the Democratic Party, kind of helped us get here by trying to force Hillary Clinton as their candidate. I feel like if Bernie Sanders wins in the primaries and the party supported him the way they needed to, I think we're in a flourishing time where we have a very progressive thinker in the White House, like we did with Barack Obama. But unfortunately, it didn't go that way, so we pick ourselves up and learn from that lesson. But we're stuck with what we got now. Hopefully we can make some change in a few years. Fucking vote. Be active politically, or we just end up here. That's all I've got. There will be a link to some other videos. Like I said, this is not my unpopular opinion. The president kind of hijacked the most unpopular opinion this week. And, yeah. So check out a couple of my other videos. Comment down below. Like, share, subscribe. There will be a link up top here someplace. Click my face and subscribe to see some other videos. Talk about everything, not generally political, but this time I felt the need to say something. Either way, I'll talk to you guys again soon. And to the LGBT community, I'm sorry that the representation that we have in the government right now is against you. If I had it my way, and many of us had it our way, you guys would have all of the rights and none of the restrictions and all of the love and care that I think a human requires. So that's it. I'll talk to you guys later.